Looking at today, shower, taking measurements. My solution I've come up with, let me get this right here. This cheap $1.50 plastic container at Walmart. It's on clearance. I'm going to use this, make a plywood border around it as a mold. I'm then going to fiberglass it and make it about 3/16 thick. Pull out the mold and include it in this work. I'm going to make a flange all the way around it, about, I don't know, 1/2 inch diameter, to where I can put some bolts. To where this is going to be a bolt flange. Not this container, the mold that's coming off of it. And it's going to bolt to the shower wall. That's going to give me my offset, my pedestal. On my faucet. This is what I'm looking at. If I just bolt my faucet to the wall, my fitting sticks out beyond the wall. I don't want that. So I need an 1.25 inch offset. About like that. Yeah, 1.25 inch, 1.5 inch offset to put the shower faucet on the inside. I'm going to do it out of fiberglass. I'm going to use some Dynaflex to seal it. Stainless steel screws, which I got somewhere. Somewhere I got a box of stainless steel screws. Yeah, that's what I'm playing with. Just doing my layout, my measurement. Once I finish the faucet, build that box, throw some paint on it, install it. Then it's a matter of me building some little trim pieces right here just to cover these edges right here. Just a little molding, I guess. That's like a corner molding. Just stop water from getting in right here. And I've got to put up a shower curtain. And the shower's gonna be done. After the shower's done, then I'm gonna address this wall after I test and make sure I have no leaks. Still need to install my water heater because I need to test this line before I close this wall up. And I may make me a little access false panel to get to the plumbing, because I'm afraid if I don't make it and if I have a plumbing problem, I'm gonna have to guess where it's at and cut it or pull this whole wall panel off. And Luan, when you pull it off, you pretty much can't reuse it once you pull it off. The nail holes tear. And I also bought some other parts, shelf brackets, which I forgot to bring. I was going to measure to put a panel right there. That's to cover my hole. Put a shelf right here. So yeah, a little bit of work, slowly knocking it out. That's what I got going on. And I still didn't make my AC trim. We had 2 days of heavy pour down. Couldn't use the table saw or the miter saw because I don't have a shop. I do everything outside. Also didn't make my door trim, but it's coming. Y'all stay tuned. I do have work this week. We got 3 or 4 jobs to take care of. So I don't know how much I'm gonna get done this week, but I would like to have most of this done. I think by Tuesday night our temperatures are gonna drop to like upper 60s for the rest of the week. It'll be perfect temperatures to go camping, and that way I don't have to use the air conditioner or the generator. So yeah, y'all stay tuned. I thank y'all for viewing. See y'all on the next one. Alright, it's my standoff for my shower and my boat. It's made with a simple $1.50 on clearance, like a Tupperware type container. It's the right size, close enough the right size I need. I cut a piece of plywood for a straight backing, giving me about 1.5 inches of depth. I've lined it with postal tape to where the hope is the glass doesn't stick to my wood. We're going to find out. And I'm just going to start covering this in polyester resin and lay on cloth until I build about 3/16 thick. And once it's dry, I can pop off the mold and I can cut my shape, do my sanding and paint it, and it should be ready to install in my shower in my houseboat. It's laying up. Hopefully it does its thing. My only concern is the hardener I had is 3 months old, and hardener has a shelf life. But I did put 3 layers of 1.5 ounce chop strand mat on top of a Tupperware container. I'm gonna let it dry. Hopefully it cures. And of course, when I was done with it, my sunlight went away. If it cures, we'll give it a light sanding, and we'll determine if we need more layers. 3 layers of 1.5 ounces equals about 3/16 thick, which is what I was aiming for anyway. So we'll see what it does. All right, it's been about an hour. It's barely tacky. Oh, let's see what she does. That's it. Postal tape stuck to my fiberglass. I can deal with a little bit of warpage. I can trim it. Let me get this out of my hands. I'll pull this post tape off and I'm gonna trim this, give me a good 3/4 inch lip all the way around. I can sand it, paint it, be ready for install. My shower faucet offset. This is my first time molding fiberglass. Of course, it's not professional. You see a lot of air bubbles in it, but it's perfectly fine. It's not really a structural piece. So far, I'm happy with the result. I'm gonna try to clean it up, let it cure. See what we got. If we got a workable part, or if it winds up being too brittle and need to redo it. We'll find out. All right, we cut her out. It's a rough shape. Get my hands to work. About 3/16 thick. Now it's time to sand it, clean it up, and this will be a usable part. Nice solid fiberglass. Thanks to a $1.50 container. One-off part. Alright, this is the finished piece. I just sanded it, washed it, cleaned it. It's drying. Can look more uniform after it dries. You know, wet spots make it look like it's lows, but it's not. I'm happy with the piece. Came out nice from being built from a Tupperware container. Got a little sag in there from the container sag from the heat, because you know polyester resins and epoxies make heat as it cures. I got a few little channels from the postal tape. Left me a little channel. It wrinkled up when the glass started to cure, and it makes heat and shrinks up the tape and makes wrinkles. But it's really not a big deal. Dynaflex is going to cover it, and I guess now I'm gonna work on doing my layout. Pop my hose for my shower handle, my faucet assembly, and then I'm gonna throw some paint on here, drill my mounting hose, and see about trying to get it installed in the boat. Alright, a little bit more of an update. We got old Panther watching the progress. Alright. This is the purpose of the box, to give me an offset, because my wall is only 1.5 inches thick. This way my fitting won't contact my wall. It's going to give me a standoff. The part's not perfect. On the edges you can see I got a little gap here on the edge, so it's not entirely level. I could do some more sanding to take care of that. But I'm going to put a bead of Dynaflex behind this. See, this side's really off. Vegas checking it out. You can see that little gap just on the very corner. Yeah, you can see it good there. It doesn't concern me. Like I said, this isn't a professional part. It's going to get the job done for my shower. So now that I know it fits, I'm going to drill my holes for my flange, paint it, and maybe install it on the boat tomorrow or this evening. I'll update a video if I do install it. Old Panther, patiently waiting. My good girl.